Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm Shannon. This is Lifestyle Manifesting. On my channel, I talk all about manifesting as a lifestyle, every area of your life. I am the coach that helps you align with your desired reality, and my processes are working for you. I intend you see success and you bring success. Share your success stories with me. Today, I want to talk about leveling up. Not only level up you, but like level up your life. Level up your life, okay? So reality is all coming from you, your consciousness. So how are you going to level up the experience of your life? Well, think just like the writer of the story, because essentially that's what you're doing. You're the writer of the life of, of your experience. You're writing the story of your life. You write the story of your life with your thoughts and feelings and assumptions and beliefs. And those thoughts, assumptions, beliefs that you hold manifest out into your experiences in life. So you are the writer of the story of your life. You are creating your life. You are the writer. So now get clear. If you want to level up your life and level up your whole entire world. Start to look at every single person in your reality as leveling up. Imagine all your friends are leveling up. Imagine you are leveled up. Imagine you have everything you want. Imagine you always see the best in everyone. Imagine that you could be inspiring and helping others. How do you want to level up? Because you're the director, you're the writer and the director of your life. Even though you may have an experience negative situations, whatever you're experiencing right now in your world, remember that's just from old thoughts, beliefs, the past thoughts, beliefs that you held. Thoughts and beliefs that you held. The past thoughts, beliefs, assumptions, just how you believed reality to work. You might believe that part of town is, you better not go there because it's scary and there's bad people. You might believe another part of town is really wealthy. These are facts in your reality, but they're only facts because you've accepted them as facts. Do you understand that you could create a reality? You could create experiences in a reality, right? You could create experiences where everyone's leveling up, or the people directly related in your life are leveling up. To see that reality where you're leveling up, and you're leveling up, what is that to you? It would be living a good life, feeling good, feeling like you're getting everything, allowing yourself to have everything, feeling confident, feeling sure of yourself. Feeling successful, feeling like you are enough. You're not trying to prove yourself to anyone or anything. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to prove yourself anymore because it's just you in your reality reflected out. So why would you have to prove yourself to yourself? You just accept yourself. You allow yourself and accept yourself. So start looking at your reality and everything in it as leveling up, leveling up, leveling up. Imagine, what does that look like? You're the writer of the story of your life. You could start assuming that you're always treated with preference, right? You always get top treatment. You always get preferred treatment. Imagine that reality where you always have preferred treatment. Imagine your friends have that kind of reality. Imagine your SP or anyone in your life has that kind of treatment. So your perception is manifesting out in your world. Get clear on what do you want? What is that picture? Or what is that experience? What is that story that you want to experience? All right, so I'm going to answer questions. Hi. Hello, everyone. Blake, I don't know what to do. Third party appeared right after he broke up with me. I deleted social media not to see. Right. You do know what to do. I know you know what to do, okay? You're gonna stop focusing on the story because life is a story. Life's a story. And it's the story of whatever you're telling. If you wanna change the story, you have to change what you're thinking and assuming and believing. So think and assume and believe that you are number one, that you're the one that gets everything you want, and then you have to decide that's who you are without the need and validation or acceptance or the outside world to accept that and tell you that's who you are. You have to do that first, and as a result, your experience in the world will reflect that back to you. Be a conscious creator. You're the God of your reality. You want to make this a little playful. Just say, you know what? That third party's deleted. They moved away. They're gone. And now you focus on yourself. Stop focusing on the breakup and the rejection and the, feeling sorry for yourself. Wake up to know you're the creator and start creating. Start creating the best vision of yourself. And then you embody that and you be that version of you by thinking from that version of you, by having assumptions, by creating new assumptions. You do need to have a new thought pattern. You have to have a new thought pattern because you can't change yourself with the old habit of thinking. You can't solve that problem from being in the problem. Okay, you have to think differently. So you're going to think about the beautiful life that you want, and you're going to embody that. You're going to claim it. How do I stop intrusive thoughts whilst waiting for doctor's results? You soothe yourself. Everything's going to be okay. I am the operant power. Everything's working in my favor. I know I'm working with the best doctors. I see those results. Create in your imagination the results, right? What are those results? You got the results. What does it feel like? Okay, you can still feel anxious and get positive results, right? Or the preferred results. You could be anxiously waiting. So although you feel it's intrusive thoughts, but at the same time you might be feeling like anxious and worried, just use the anxiousness and the worry to imagine and feel that you got the results you wanted. Okay, imagine the results you wanted using those feelings. You're going to practice it. So you have to practice the result you want until that result is feeling more natural. The more you practice it, the more that it's natural. The same way if someone's going to give a speech. If they're going to give a speech and they're not someone who's practiced, let's say they're not someone who's eloquent, they don't really get out and give public speeches, and they go out to give a speech, the person who has practiced that speech, it's going to just flow. It's going to sound natural. It's going to work, okay? The person who hasn't practiced, for the most part, if they haven't practiced and they're all worried and nervous, what do you think is going to happen? It's not going to come across. They might be stumbling. Okay, so you want to make it normal, natural. It's like you're conditioning yourself. So it feels like it's not something that seems so out of reach. So you practice repeating it so it sounds familiar. Our world that we're already in, a lot of it is familiarity, right? So make yourself familiar. Rehearse the results you want. Consistently rehearse the results you want. Tell yourself you're allowed to have intrusive thoughts, but you're still getting the results you want. And then what does it look like? Visualize those results. Example affirmations for dream body, please. I am in my dream body. I love my body. I have the body of a goddess. I love how I feel in my body. I love how my clothes fit. I love how I walk. I wake up. I feel empowered. Okay, so dream body, let's say you wanted to change something about your body, you can, but at the same time, just start from the place of, if you decide your body is the dream body, then your world will reflect it. So you don't have to specifically say, I want my waist smaller. You could just say, I have the perfect waist, right? My waist is already perfect. No matter what it is, just make a decision. My waist is perfect. My body is perfect. My body is rocking. I look so good. Like, really, your affirmations are speaking as if you already have it. So what kind of thoughts would you have? I mean, you might not have all of those thoughts, okay, but those thoughts will get you to that feeling that you accept your body, love your body, and you're enjoying being in your body. What does it feel like that you woke up, got out of bed, and you are in your dream body? You're in the shower, and how does it feels differently if you hate your body, right? If you're like, oh, I don't like this, and why is it still this way? That feels differently, and whatever you're speaking to yourself and feeling is reflected in your world. Okay, it could be reflected by someone saying they're not interested. They might not even specifically say it's because of your body. They're reflecting how you feel about yourself. Okay, so it's about accepting. I accept my body. I love my body. I feel good in my body. I am in my dream body. I have the body of a goddess. You could literally just walk around saying to yourself, like, I have the body of a goddess, and just test it. See what evidence reflects back in your world. And that's a fun way to prove to yourself that you're the operant power. Okay, Billy Phillips. Today he told me he's moving to another country. Affirm what you want. No facts are final. No facts are final. No facts are final. So affirm what you want. You are the operant power. Affirm what you want. Affirm it as if you already have it, claiming it. He's staying. It worked out. We're together. Our relationship is solid than ever. He wants to stay here to be with me. Okay, Blake, yeah, your anxiety is not helping. It pops up images of him and her in my mind that causes emotions. Well, those emotions are caused because of how the state that you feel within, okay? You feel insecure, or you feel you're not chosen. You feel rejected. You feel, what do you feel, right? So instead of putting okay, look, wherever we really in life, if we're putting our attention on something, we're creating that reality. If we put our attention on something, we are also giving it value because we give it enough value to focus on it and put attention on it. You have to be more disciplined. Isn't it more important for you to focus on you and your life and live your life and decide you don't care? You don't even want to be with that person. You don't want to be with someone that is not with you. And remember, there are infinite versions of your specific person. So I know it could feel scary to want to let go, but let go. Because as you let go of that person and that version of them, you demonstrate and you raise your standards and you decide what you want, and you're not accepting anything lower. Guess what's going to happen? Your world will always be reflecting you. And your world will reflect back you want the relationship you want, right? The desire. Your world will reflect that back. So it will be a new version of your specific person. It could potentially be several people, right? And you have a choice. How to live in the end, thinking from the end. You still believe it? Is that enough? Wait, you have several. Thinking from the end, like, I'm so happy, blah, 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 secure and loved. Yeah, that's living in the end. If I have a belief that SP is in love with me and I am his dream woman, 3D showed me otherwise. Okay, but 3D showed you otherwise, but you already know, keep going to the end. You still believe. Is that enough? Yes, that is enough. Yes, it's enough. It's enough. You want to make sure you're ending your thought pattern on it is enough. This is done. I am loved. I am chosen. I am the creator of my reality. I get this desire because I exist. Simply because I exist. Not that you have to be smarter. Not that you have to, okay, but you want to practice that version of you who's chosen and loved. Right? Practice that version because you want to hold on to, you want the relationship to grow and evolve. Right? Not necessarily hold on to it, but you're growing and evolving the relationship you want. Okay, so anytime you have those, the 3D showed you otherwise, when the 3D shows you otherwise, just come back to, okay, we do manifest instantly, but how do you change the reality to manifest instantly? Because you look at the 3D, instead of thinking it hasn't changed, say, it has changed. It has changed. It has changed. Because do you see, you're the cause, the world's the effect. So look at it and make a decision, it has changed. Nope, it's changed. I know it's changed. Sometimes I don't see what's happening. You can't get into the mind of, even though they're a reflection, we could also create the storyline, right? That there's wheels turning and you know what he's thinking right now, and it just wasn't expressed to you yet. It's done. It's completely done. Okay. Is it normal that I'm at a stage where I know it's mine, but I kind of don't care anymore? Yeah, whiskey moon drunk. Yes, that can feel normal. That can feel completely normal because you are not needing that desire anymore. That's just showing you're most likely not doubting it and worrying about it, and you're not thinking that manifestation is going to create all the happiness of your life. Okay, so you don't care anymore because you have been able to regulate yourself within. So that's a good thing. It is a good thing. It doesn't, because you don't care anymore doesn't necessarily mean you don't want the manifestation, because you've already impressed your subconscious mind. It's already yours. The only thing we have to do is stop getting in our own way by telling opposing stories. My SP did not reply after his weird comeback and did not wish my birthday. Yeah, you had a birthday Monday? Was it Monday? I remember. I think I remember. So why are you declaring he didn't wish you a birthday, happy birthday? No facts are ever final. No facts are final. You're looking for evidence when you haven't solidified and changed and made it your dominant belief. You have to do that before before you have a reflection, before the world reflects or conforms or shows you that truth. Okay, so you weren't solid and dominant, because right now, if you were solid and dominant, you would come here and say, you know what? I'm expecting SP to say happy birthday. I don't care if your birthday has passed, because as you persist, when the day ended and you went to bed and you thought, I didn't get a message, you're creating in that moment. You're creating right now in this moment. I didn't get a reply after that weird. You already okay. There's a weird comeback, and that's really because of you. Something within you. The weird comeback. You decided and assumed it was weird. It was probably weird because when we start to manifest deliberately, we change our before you weren't really aware of what you were thinking and what was happening, and now you're kind of recognizing that on some level you're changing thoughts. That's why it's weird, because one minute you could be hating him and resenting him, and the next minute you're affirming together. So why do you think there's a weird comeback? Don't define it and give it any, don't define it. You could, sure, it's weird. You're going to be like, that's weird, but it's weird because you're the creator and it's just shifting. Okay, so it just feels weird, but the minute we start to look and define, oh, that's weird, what's going on? Now instead of creating the storyline from within your imagination of your own life, you just went with the storyline, whatever's going on out there. Do you see that? So you can manifest. He calls you today or texts you today to say, I just realized it was your birthday, happy birthday. It's never final. Facts are never final. So as you go to sleep on your birthday, instead of feeling like it didn't happen, or let's say even if it was 2 days later, you should never, why are you not still affirming it now? I've had people wish me happy birthday like a month later, right? Sometimes you run into someone you haven't seen and they go, oh my gosh, you just had a birthday. Actually, I just had someone wish me a happy birthday yesterday. My birthday was last week. So no facts are final. You shouldn't stop affirming, even if the date passed. Okay, because time doesn't, only the present moment exists. Think about that. Only the present moment exists. Do you feel like you have your desire, or do you feel like you're trying to make it happen and it's in the future? The more that you can practice knowing this present moment exists. So this is an exercise of the mind. The exercise of the mind is, first of all, knowing that before you do the exercise, you're the creator. Everything within your imagination is manifesting. Okay, you're having thoughts, assumptions, belief about how reality works, and that's how reality is happening. When you change your conception of a person, place, or thing in your reality and you persist, you have to persist. You persist with a new thought, although I've had people manifest really quickly with a new thought. So, but always persist until it's realized. So at no point you should be affirming, because right now you're affirming, I didn't get my birthday wish. He didn't wish me he didn't wish me a happy birthday. Do you see you're affirming that? You're creating that, or you're aligning with that reality. Okay, so there's only the present moment, the exercise. And just feel that it's already done. While you're in your kitchen and you're making a snack, it's done. It's already done. What is that? Does it feel like you want to keep trying to make it happen? And I hope next week, and I hope tonight, and what's happening this weekend, and now the weekend's coming and I don't know if I'm going to be alone, or I would really like to go on a date. Okay, all of that is saying, okay, we could still manifest that way to some degree. We are already seeing linear time. You could create in this present moment, receiving a text message now. Neville Goddard taught that. He taught and practiced. He would practice the imaginal scene and meditate on it. And imagine he receives that message now. Okay, or imagine it already happened. The more you tell the story that he did not wish me a happy birthday, then that just advances into your future. So what should you say? I did get a message on my birthday. He wished me happy birthday. I know we're going to think that feels weird. It feels like a lie. It feels like it's not true. But why don't you test it? Why don't you test it? Why don't you just start testing it and see what happens? Just start saying, he did call me, and this is what he said, and this is what we, first he texted me, and then he said, whatever, you want to make the story, it's your life. He texted, he said, do you have a minute? I wish you a happy birthday. And then you spoke, and what happened? Because the more that you could go and imagine that as if it already happened and you received it, you're going to manifest that text, or you're going to manifest the communication. I know, because our mind might think that feels like a lie. It feels like a lie, right? It would feel like a lie. But it doesn't feel like a lie to me. If I go in my imagination and I recreate something and recreate a conversation, okay, I practice in my mind what I rehearse. I rehearse what I want to hear. I rehearse what I want to experience. And you have to keep rehearsing it until it becomes your reality. You were polite on the weird phone call. Okay, remember, you're only defining it as weird. Now see why, because I remember when my reality, it's like you're it's good if it's weird. It's good if you're having weird and crazy experiences, because your reality is you're shifting into a reality that's different. That's why it feels weird, because you didn't practice it enough that it felt natural and normal. So it does feel weird it does feel weird until you practice it and make it natural, normal. It's not weird for me to know that my thoughts and imagination are first cause, reality is second cause. That's not weird or strange for me anymore. I understand that was weird and strange in the beginning. You kind of have to get a hang of it. You have to get a hang of it. And the more you get a hang of it, or get used to it and get comfortable with it, you're more comfortable. You're more comfortable going in your imagination and creating what you do want. Do this. Just keep imagining that he did call, or whatever. You want to text or call. Imagine what you want. Whatever you want, imagine it. Okay. I was thinking about something with Harry Potter, because J.K. Rowling's, I think I saw something on Reddit, and people were posting how she took ideas of Neville Goddard, even Harry Potter, the name Potter. It's all over the Bible. We are the potter of our life. Harry Potter, magic. Okay, it's not magic, really. This is real. So why did I'm assuming, but why did she name him Harry Potter? Because we are molding the clay of our life. Neville Goddard talks about being the potter all the time. It's taken from the Bible. As the potter, we are molding the clay of our life. You're molding the clay of your life with how you perceive life. Your thoughts, beliefs, assumptions, the sum total of everything you believe about reality. Okay, so how do we stop checking the 3D and needing to control the how? Jennifer, by knowing that you're the creator. Okay, you have to get solid on you're the creator. Stop checking the 3D by writing down daily manifestations. When you prove to yourself that you are the operant power and you see the cause of your imagination and the effect in your world, that's going to help you get more confident and more sure and more knowing that you are first cause. Reality or physical 3D is second cause. Reality is really in our imagination and it's pushed out. Okay, so stop checking the 3D and needing to control it because you're the writer of your life. So make it a daily activity that when you wake up in the morning, write down 3 things that you want to manifest. And even if it doesn't come today, but I just want you to start writing things down. Start writing down affirmations, start writing down the places you want to visit, start writing down, or like vacation, start writing down the experiences you want, start writing down anything that would be exciting for you. Even if it's like seeing a beautiful bouquet of flowers, receiving flowers, receiving a gift card, someone paying you a compliment, someone opening a car door for you. I mean, even if it was an Uber, you could order an Uber, you could affirm. Like, do you understand? Like, as you practice this, you'll see that you're the creator. And that's going to help you. You'll be like, you don't even care what's happening in the 3D because all you have to do is go in your imagination and create like you want it to be. And it is that easy. It's that easy. I just start affirming. I'm making $10,000 a day. I'm making $10,000 a day. I see it in my bank account. Years ago, when I had debt, right, when I was discovering manifesting, I was getting the bill in the mail with the debt. I just started imagining it said, thank you for your payment. Thank you for your payment. I remember I was behind on payment and I just thought, thank you for your payment. And I remember I was walking to the gym and I just kept replacing that in my mind, imagining, instead of feeling stressed about the debt and what I owed and how was I making sure to get the money, I just started picturing and affirming that that bill is paid. Thank you for your payment. I kind of imagine I was still getting a bill in the mail, okay? And I just imagined I opened it up and it said, thank you for your payment. Okay, so I get it. It might feel like a lie or it feels like it's not true, but what's more true is your reality. Your imagination. That's more true. So just don't take my word for it. Test it. That's why I'm here to help you decide to test it. So test it and keep imagining. And keep proving it to yourself. Keep showing yourself. This new merch that I have this. I've got lucky girl syndrome. So I just got this last week, and I'm loving it because as I'm sitting, I'm sitting and reading it. Right in the morning, I'm having breakfast, setting the intention for my day. I'm just sitting here and reading. Like, I have lucky girl syndrome. Every day I read that, I just feel more and more lucky. I feel like, I already knew I was lucky. I was already creating that, but I'm really solidifying that on a deeper level. Like, anywhere I go, the luckiest things happen to me. Right? I'm creating that reality, but I'm creating that just lucky things happen to me, good things happen to me. All right, I have like one more minute, one more question. Is it okay to robotically affirm all day? Yes. Yeah, you can. I know that I affirmed things that I didn't believe. I affirmed things. Our affirmations are redirecting our thoughts. Okay. I know Dr. Joseph Murphy says you don't parrot your affirmations, but the thing is, I was already doing that before I discovered him and some other teachers. Okay. So like other teachers like Neville and Joseph Murphy, who I know more specifically talk about that. I already know that whatever I was thinking was really happening. So yes, it's fine. You could robotically affirm all day. Okay. As you robotically affirm all day, now it's going to sound familiar. It's going to feel familiar. There's things happening that you don't even realize, but it's perfectly fine. You will manifest your desire by affirming it robotically. Okay. Now I talk about feeling it because most of the time we're talking about a relationship. right? With a specific person, or even with money and holding money and keeping it with you, feeling abundant versus feeling lack, right? Feeling abundant and love and chosen, really abundance, and the whole idea of abundance. If you're focused on that, you're going to change every area of your life. Abundance is going to affect every area of your life. But I love you guys. Have an amazing day. There are so many ways to work with me. If you want to work one-on-one, I have one-on-one coaching available. I have an amazing VIP group. If you want to level up, I have my free Facebook group. And if you want to do the work on your own, use my blueprint, my self-concept course, which is a formula for manifesting your specific person and any desire. But you got to stick it out and affirm what you put together in the exercises for that course. I love you all. Have an amazing day.